in-depth guide to enhancement, essentially an in-depth guide to yoshitune. So without further ado, let's get it started. Typically with yoshitune, you have a couple of options when it comes to upgrading your weapons. One being weapon enhancement, two being smelting, and three being weaponsmithing. It goes in, first you make the weapon, then you enhance the weapon, smelt it, go back to enhancement, and smelt it some more. As you level up, the stronger the weapon is already, the more it's going to cost to enhance it. So, let's get into it. So let's say right now, if you're following the stream, I just hit Sekigahara. Weapon enhancement. So pretty much weapon enhancement is pretty straightforward. You have the weapon that you want to enhance, and you have the Mithril Kujo, which raises it up to a certain percent. The Hero Kake Kujo, which also raises it up to a certain percent. They all have different percentage in how they level up the weapon. So this one levels it all the way up to 10. Certain one of these, I believe when you hit enhancement level 90, it will curve off and you will need to use 2. So what affects a weapon and what makes weapons as strong as possible? So in this game you have a durability, you also have a base attack, and you also have a grade. Your grade, every level above 50 gives you a 0.2% bonus to your damage, which is absolutely amazing, and also a 0.4% bonus to your durability. Each time you get it past level 50, so up to 50 levels, that would be a 50 times 0.2, and that's how much attack percentage that you would get per damage output. Moving on, each weapon is going to give you a bonus to your attack, whether that be attack, your elemental damage, your skill force. Almost every weapon is going to be able to do that. I know that you see at the bottom of the ungi, it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is, but pretty much it's just telling you that this weapon would give you my other side Odachi. Pretty much this is telling you that I can reflect 200% of incoming damage, and I have upper limits of it. Rear attacks, I gain attack plus 35, rank 1 Odachi skill force 100%, max XP 20%, movement speed plus 5. Now, here's where it comes into play. If I was level 130, my attack percentage will go all the way up to 15%. If my remaining HP is at full, I gain another 20% attack on top of if I was level 130. If my HP is at 100, I get a bonus to Dark Element plus 40. If I'm under 10%, my Dark Element goes down to 40%. So pretty much as you get higher and higher in level, the more stats your weapon is going to apply to itself. Moving on to another one. This one here gives me a bonus of 2 damage dealt at a set value. Pretty much this is just a way to kind of nerf the weapon, because before it was pretty much broken. Like, you just get a set bonus to your damage based off your element, and it was kind of broken. And now they kind of limit how much element that you're getting to an upper limit, pretty much based off of your attack percentage. I know it's going to get confusing, but I'm going to go in more detail in a second here. Now, this is a more basic weapon. I only have a grade of 64. This is the Shadow Eye Meteor, which I only use to level up my vanguards. Pretty much this is going to give you the typical basic combo percent plus 50%, pierce element plus 20, slice element negative 10, fire element plus 20, rain element negative 10. So each weapon is going to give you a set bonus to your power. Some weapons do not. Those are the lower end weapons. The higher end weapons do, however. This is going to help your gameplay out greatly. Typically, the way you want to set up for mid game is having a bow, charge up vanguards from range, your main weapon, and preferably a staff to heal yourself with. These are typically what you want to go for mid to late game. Now, in my series, I'm going to show you how do you go about getting all this set up so that you're all good. So I'm not going to go into much detail on how to get it. It'll be in my live streams. Now, your accessories also play a big role in how much damage that you're going to be doing as well. You're pretty much get these off of RNG. There is a way to get them from events. Currently, there is an event out over here. And these accessories are really just for rain element and movement speed. But there's going to be a lot of ones that have a cooldown cut, as you can see on this one. Very good for if you need to, if you notice that my streams, I'm kind of lacking on my cooldown cut, and I need to optimize that. These are accessories you get with events that you can use indefinitely. The clothes, however, they do not give you anything, and the only source of power that you can get from is your weapon, your magatamas, and your accessories. Now, going in depth with the yoshitune, you have. Gonna go ahead and demonstrate me leveling up a weapon here. So I'm gonna level up this staff, right? Notice how this number is at 10,342. This is gonna be your attack power. That's how much attack power I have on that weapon alone. This is going to be your durability here. Your durability has a chance to decrease up to level 50. After level 50, your durability has a chance to decrease, and you also have a chance to break your said weapon that you're enhancing. Each 10 levels is going to be a threshold for you to unlock the weapon to the next level, which is what smelting is for. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that for you. So the crew jewels are going to be pretty much your easiest way to get XP. Now, you don't have to use the crew jewels. You can always farm for weapons, and in a second I'm going to show you the best places to go for that. But personally, I like to use the crew jewels. They're easy to get just by playing the game. So we're going to go ahead and enhance. So now remember that number, it was at 10,342. Just from us enhancing that to level 10, we have a 10,413 to 11,034. Now, enhancement is also have some RNG on how much weapon power that you're gonna get based off your weapons, which is why you level up your yoshitune. There's plenty of reasons why you would need to level up your yoshitune all the way to max, and I'll show you the best place to level her up as well. This goes for all vanguards. This place is universally one of the best places to get your vanguard up because of the sheer amount of enemies and how much friendship items they drop per enemy. So as you can see here, it tells you that once you get to a certain level, it increases XP and strengthening rate of weapon enhancement. So because I leveled her up to 8 compared to my other character, Unbound Sage, when I enhance something, it's not going to be as powerful as if I enhanced it on this character. Swordsmith increases grade of made weapons, means that when I'm weaponsmithing and I make a weapon, the grade is already going to be at a decent level for me to increase. The repair increases chance of success and lower loss durability. They recently made an update to the game where if your weapon broke and you need to repair it, you would have to use a repair fairy or it would break. That's it at 0 durability. Repair fairies, they literally give it to you like candy, so there's no problem with that. But okay, time to demonstrate smelting. So, Staff of Ascension. Typically you want to have a second or 10 of the same weapon. However, I have these artisan treasure swords, which I'm going to show you how to get in a little bit. So you're going to have to put the artisan treasure sword in, and your support item. You have plenty of support items that you can use. You have a reset button B, which is only going to be used when your weapon either doesn't go through or breaks. These prevent your weapon from breaking, so save these up. You need at least 15 of them to get your weapon up to max. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one. These guarantee smelting success. Please save these for a weapon that you actually need to get to that level. Typically you want to use it when the level is at level 90 to get it to 100. You really don't just want to save these the best you can and optimize your gameplay. Saving is really going to help you out a ton in this game. Remember that. Saving helps you out a ton. So, you got your materials, which is going to be a duplicate of the weapon or a artisan treasure sword. Your support items, which is going to increase the percentage of the success rate. And then you have the smelting buttons, which protects it from breaking or whenever it fails, durability loss. Artisan options. These will slowly progress up as you level up your yoshitune, so you probably won't see all of them at first, but the more you get into the game and the more you go further, the more options that you're going to see. So, Skill Evolution B has a chance to level up a skill to 5, rank 5, and it's not always going to happen. It may happen. It's all RNG with this game, but if it does happen, yay. If it doesn't, oh well. I mean, typically you want to go for this and this for your first one. Confirmation screen, smelt, and it should go through. Boom. Now, as you can see, I just leveled it up from, I just unlocked it. Now you have to go back to the weapon enhancement screen. Staff of Ascension. Choose your designated weapon that you want to use, and I will use my Crucial and level it up. And you pretty much just repeat that process. And from level 0, which was at 1,342, I am now at 11,635 with my attack damage, which is really good. That pretty much goes into detail with weapon enhancement. Now I'm going to show you the best places to level Yoshitune up. You're going to come over here. You need to have this story. You need to go to Tanigashima in your story. Once that's completed, you're going to go over here to the train conductor. And it's going to be Manigashima. Once you head to Manigashima, this is a little bit towards mid to late game. So until you're up here, then you would need to just collect whatever you can from your events or each done that you in their story. So me personally, I like to go to Banjiro Island. Be warned, this is a very laggy location, but the way you farm this is you go in, you kill the enemies, and it's pretty laggy, but you get a lot of stuff from here. Tons of friendship items. Currently I am on a 200% drop boost with also a fever going on, so it's giving me a pretty decent amount of friendship items. And yes, there are a ton of enemies here. And when I say a ton, I mean a literal ton. And you see all the friendship items I dropped? This is one of your best places to go for these items. Ironically, just gonna hop off this real quick. A lot of ways you can clear them out fast, but you typically want to clear them out without using, your weapons to optimize your grind time. This is for, once again, a late game to mid to late game. So you just collect these here. With each run, it gives you close to I want to say set number of what you need. So for example, I would calculate that I get 40 a run if I the next one gave me maybe another 40. And then from here, you don't have to complete the dungeon. You would just leave. Remember, we're trying to optimize this grind as best as possible. And then you would just go back in and continue grinding. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn in some of the stuff that I got. Give a present. So yeah, with that run, I got pretty much 30 of almost every, almost 30. And when you're at a higher level, the amount of XP each item gives is scarcely. So you're gonna have to farm be here for a little while. Shouldn't take too long, but it's just gonna show you what you need to do to level her up. Other than that, there's really not much to it. Weapon assisting, you go here, you would get your weapon recipes from a dungeon. The recipe drops, you would hand her your recipe, and pretty much you would be able to build said weapon. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate me accepting a recipe because I actually have some inside of here, my present box. So this is what a recipe would look like. You would get it out of a dungeon. Put said weapon. She would say, "That's your recipe, isn't it? Let me have a look at that." And you just hand it over. And this is the spear version of the L Sin. And from here, you would look at your spheres and then L Sin. And here it tells you what you need to build each and every section of it. So sometimes you would need a weapon. The level 50 plus means that you need to have a level 50 weapon in order to be able to level it up. The best way to figure out like where each material is at, just type the name in Google, go to Ivory Gem, Onigiri, and a wiki will pop up with what item you would need. It has been an honor providing this video to you and this information. Thank you once again for tuning in. This is The Sage. If you have any questions, concerns, just drop a comment and I'll answer to the best of my ability.